go live at 9. Oh, we're live.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Happy Monday.
Oh, happy Monday.
Yes. So today we are going to go over the chemical components of frankincense essential oil, doTERRA's frankincense essential oil, and just how it's made up chemically and the different molecules in it. So first we're going to start with the history of frankincense. So the history of it dates back to, 500 BC?
Yeah, like 525 BC, I believe.
Was the first records of using frankincense and its benefits. Frankincense was so valuable back in its time that it was literally worth its weight in gold. And at one point in time, it was even more valuable than gold. It's known as the king of oils. And it's sometimes even you'll hear it be called Frank, like when in doubt, pull Frank out is used a lot. Another interesting fact about it is back in the day, whenever they were designing the trade routes in the Middle East, they actually based them on where there was high concentration of frankincense and where they would distill it the most, because it was so sought after and the benefits were so amazing from it that they would actually base those routes around the frankincense. And so it's always been a very popular thing. The doTERRA frankincense blend is actually of 3 different boswellia trees. The 3 species are Carteri, Sacra, and Feriana. These are sourced from these 3 specific species to provide maximum benefits, since each of the species provides its own unique benefits. And the chemical makeup that it offers a wide range of different health and wellness benefits. So,
I think something really interesting too is that the oil, it comes from these resinous tears of the trees. They've been very carefully scored so that it'll leak out the frankincense oil, and then they allow it to harden. So it kind of turns into a gummy substance on the tree, and then they're able to pick it off and collect it that way to be broken down, distilled.
Yeah.
And if they care for these trees properly, which of course they are, they can produce frankincense for hundreds of years. Each tree can produce for hundreds of years. So it's very, very sustainable.
Yeah. And what I love about doTERRA is the co-impact sourcing, and that they are looking to the future, and they want to make sure that these trees are the healthiest and they can get the most benefits out of them, and that they do last a long time. Sustainability is huge with this company. And, there's a lot of frankincense trees that are not harvested properly, and they're killing them off in the masses, and we want to prevent that. And if you ever look up where frankincense grows, these trees, a lot of them grow out of the sides of the cliffs and things like that. And you actually have to scale down the mountainsides to collect the resin. Some of them, there's forests where it's just you can walk through and see the frankincense trees. But some of the species only grow in these crazy conditions. So it's pretty amazing.
Okay, so I think we're going to start by breaking down the species, each species of the boswellia trees that they use in their oil. So the first one is the Carteri tree. It has a smooth, sweet, and citrus aroma that will help relax the mind and your body. It's incredibly high in alpha-pinene, as well as a number of other monoterpenes. Almost every one of these, one of these species is primarily made up of monoterpenes, which monoterpenes have a very low molecular weight, so they're easily transferable through the cellular membrane.
Yes.
It provides amazing immune-boosting benefits, offers restorative and regenerative properties for the skin. Yeah. So that's the the Qatari.
The next one is frankincense feriana. Sorry, I have to really pronounce it out so I say it right. It's much higher in the alpha theogene, I think is how you say it. The chymine and saponine. Sorry, I'm probably totally butchering this. Good morning, Janelle.
Hi, Janelle.
So it's higher in these than the other frankincense species. This allows the particular essential oil to offer an even better anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antispasmodic properties. It's also making it the best for relieving different symptoms with swelling and different reactions that can happen seasonally, or skin reactions that can happen, as well as pain and some inflammation that can happen throughout the body. It has a very earthy and citrusy aroma, and it gives that citrusy scent that you can smell whenever you open up the bottle of frankincense.
The next species that they source from is the Serata. I believe that's how you say it.
Yeah.
It's the oldest of all of the different frankincense species, which makes them believe that it was the one referred to in the Bible that they gave baby Jesus after he was born as one of the 3 gifts.
Yeah.
As well as so widely used in Ayurvedic medicine. Its primary chemical constituents include alpha-theogene, alpha-pinene, limonene, and an array of other monoterpenes. The chemical makeup of this species of the boswellia tree brings properties to this oil as a potent antiseptic, an effective anti-inflammatory, and also a decongestant.
Yeah.
So all of the chemical composition of the frankincense species have a positive effect on your liver and your kidney function. So it aids in the function of your liver and your kidney.
Yeah. So, the liver is removing toxins out of the body, and you want that to be up to par because we're constantly taking in these toxins through our water, our air, our food. So we want our kidney or our liver to be on par, working as best as it can. And then our kidneys as well. I mean, that's our liquid. What am I trying to say? Getting rid of your toxins.
Yeah, it's processing out anything that you're consuming in liquid form.
Yeah. So you want those to be up to par so you're not getting the infections and the inflammation and different things like that. The biochemical agents of these oils can easily pass between the blood-brain barrier to help stimulate and activate the limbic system of the brain, as well as the hypothalamus, pineal, and pituitary glands. Each biochemical agent is bioavailable, which means that they are quickly absorbed by the body. So there's not like a residualness of these essential oils hanging out in your body. With a lot of things that you can take, synthetics and chemical based, they will stay in your body forever. I mean, you get a cortisone shot, and cortisone never leaves your body. That stays absorbed in your system for your lifetime. So I know many people who go and get cortisone shots like on the regular, and that stuff never leaves your body. Whereas this, you can use it, and after a certain amount of time, you could get a blood test done and it's not in your system whatsoever anymore. So that's what's really amazing, is you fully absorb it and metabolize this essential oil.
So we've kind of broken it down by what each species of the frankincense, the boswellia tree, provides to the oil, but we're going to kind of generalize the capabilities of the oil as a whole. So we mentioned it was used since ancient times as an anti-inflammatory, astringent, antiseptic solution, disinfectant, deodorant, digestive aid, and a diuretic.
Yeah, this essential oil can also help reduce the feelings of stress and anxiety when inhaled on a daily basis, as well as used topically and internally. It's shown to reduce heart rate, minimizing feelings of stress and anxiety, as well as the biochemical agents of frankincense essential oil have anti-anxiety properties in them. This results in the What is that? Insensyl acetate found in frankincense? Okay, so
Yeah.
it activates the TRPV3 channels in the brain that are responsible for the vasoregulation in the body. So that regulates like your vascular tension and how your veins dilate and pump your blood through your body. So that it helps activate those channels,
which can help with blood pressure and all of that,
and circulation and everything like that.
Yeah. So it also supports your immune function. It has fantastic immune enhancing abilities. Frankincense essential oil has been found to provide I knew I was going to butcher this, immunostimulant activity throughout the body. Immunostimulants are produced from compounds found in plants and trees, and of course, in this case, the boswellia tree. It acts as a natural astringent, so it contains antimicrobial benefits like we talked about, so it's effective at killing harmful germs and bacteria upon contact. So that could be internally, topically, or even airborne things. So if you were to diffuse it could eradicate germs that are airborne.
It's amazing for the skin. This essential oil is one of the best to use for your skin. It's very nourishing and rejuvenating. It helps to promote proper healing responses for the skin. So if you cut yourself or bruising or anything like that, it really helps to quicken the responses in order for that healing process to be to happen faster. It can help ease skin irritations as well as the appearance of fine lines and blemishes. I know a lot of people will use it around their eyes for support through aging, things like that. Different skin spots. I know I get sunspots on my skin, and that helps so much with that. It's great just to use a little bit of coconut oil and use it all over your skin to help support, your biggest and most vital organ in your body. It's also great for respiratory health. It has anti-inflammatory properties, so it can aid in opening and clearing the breathing passages and helping to get a full breath during different seasonal threats or different times of the year.
Which I have to add, Mason has a cold and he was coughing nonstop last night. So I went in his room, I put some Breathe on him, but then I diffused frankincense, just pure frankincense. And I kid you not, within 10 minutes, I did not hear him cough once. And prior to that, it was like constant cough attacks while he was sleeping. And yeah, I was like, Nick, did you hear that? He's not coughing anymore. So yeah, it definitely helps majorly with that.
Dad has pneumonia again. Oh, Janelle, he needs some help with this for sure.
Yeah, he should be taking this daily.
Yeah, for sure. Rub it all over his chest too.
Sick or not, he should just get in the habit of taking that daily.
Yeah, especially if he's getting pneumonia frequently. That's definitely would help boost his respiratory system for sure.
Yeah, my grandma who has emphysema, she just asked me like a couple days ago if I could just pick one oil that she start incorporating daily, what would it be? And I told her frankincense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that is one thing. This is one oil that we in my household go to for everything. Like my son always has a frankincense roller on him at all times. Like he realistically has 12 on him at all times, but frankincense for everything. If anything happens, he's like, Mom, I need my Frank. I need my Frank. It's like his best friend, and it works for everything. It seriously helps so much in our lives.
Yeah, they call it the king of oils for a reason.
Exactly.
It just does so much for our emotional well-being, our physical well-being.
Yeah.
So it's also very supportive to your cellular function, which is probably the biggest component that makes this oil so amazing.
Yeah.
Its ability to support good health and boost the immune system has made this oil ideal for overall health, just like we said. Frankincense essential oil has properties that assist with healthy cellular function by promoting cell and tissue regeneration. So like we said about the copaiba oil, it can down regulate cells as well as upregulate cells. So the same process that we were talking about in our last video. So how it's able to communicate with the healthy cells, but also communicate with the not healthy cells, and basically it has the abilities to reprogram the code within your DNA, which can help you on emotional, physical,
spiritual
levels.
Yeah, a whole mind, body, spirit effect can happen with this essential oil. So it's a great one to have in your oil cabinet at all times to use, like we said, all 3 ways: internally, topically, aromatically. It has so many benefits.
Do you want to go over briefly the study that doTERRA released?
Yeah.
This was just on their blog. Yeah, their
Yeah.
blog website section.
We will add this
link.
The link to the notes below as well.
Yeah, bear with me. I'm going to open it up. Should we just go ahead and read from the...
Yeah, go ahead.
Should we start right here? Here, if you want to start it.
Yeah.
Because Brie found it.
So frankincense in Arabia, ancient Arabia, was often used in traditional health practices. So in a recent study, doTERRA scientists investigated the effect of frankincense essential oil on human skin cells using the biomap dermal fibroblast system. So this is a system that is a molecular biology method that the researchers used to examine how healthy cellular activity was supported by frankincense essential oils in human skin cells. By adding certain factors to cultured skin cells, the researchers induced a cellular response in vitro that was designed to imitate a cellular inflammation response in vivo. Some of the pre-inflamed skin cells were exposed to frankincense essential oil while others were left alone. So they then looked at these different groups and they opened them up to look at what was happening inside and analyze the 2 different methods. One method was enzyme-linked immunoabsorbent assay. It's a capital ELISA, a test that measures the levels of specific proteins. So the proteins of interest were known to upregulate in a cell during inflammatory conditions. So then they had a significantly lower levels of 3 biomarkers compared to cells not exposed to the essential oil. So cells exposed to the frankincense significantly reduced levels of interferon gamma-induced proteins, all of which are involved in inflammation and tissue remodeling. They also had slightly lower levels of PAI-I, different inhibitors and things. There's a lot of scientific names that I don't want to botch here, so definitely check out this link.
Yeah, we'll link it down.
But the cell proliferation decreased significantly in cells exposed to frankincense essential oil. And then it goes into more about how it supports the RNA sequencing of our DNA and different things. So definitely go check out this link and look more into this study. And there's a few more links that we'll add to the notes as well, because like these studies are absolutely incredible what they're finding. And I highly, highly encourage you to do your own research on frankincense and look up all of these different studies, because there is a huge array of studies done with frankincense
that aren't just on doTERRA's website.
Exactly. With so many different things, lots of stuff. So definitely I'm trying to stay compliant here. I would love to just tell you all of this information, because it's incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible what this essential oil can do on a cellular level inside your body.
After studying this oil, it has easily, that with copaiba, have top oils. Yeah. Top oils for sure.
Absolutely.
And I've also wanted to mention for the little ones, because they don't recommend the little guys taking frankincense internally. Yeah. Sorry, Dad.
Distraction.
So they don't suggest children taking frankincense internally. That's very important to note. So what I have found is Mason, I was working on his reading log with him last night, and he was shot. I mean, he did not want to sit there and do his homework. He was fighting me. He was giving me an attitude. And I said, put your hands out. He's like, I don't want to. I said, just put your hands out. And I put some diluted Frankincense together and kept it over his face like this. And I told him to breathe deeply in 5 times. And he did that. And I kid you not, he did not fight me after that. And he even laughed. He's like, gave me a laugh because he knew that he felt calmer, but he didn't want to admit it. But we got through that reading log.
Yes.
So emotional support, amazing as well. It does everything.
It does.
It's our holy grail.
When in doubt, pull Frank out.
There
okay.
You go.
Drill that into your head. Say it all the time.
Yep.
So yes, this was really fun to go over, and definitely one oil over the last 3 years I just have loved reading more about and finding more information about, because there's just so much endless information about this oil. So we'll add links below. And then this Thursday, I think we're going to go over like what are essential oils in general? Like where the heck do they come from? What is the distillation process? What is this whole essential oil thing? This new wave that really isn't a new wave. It's just getting back to our roots. But what is this all about? Because there's so many people who are like, okay, yeah, this is great. Love knowing the chemical components of it, but like, what are essential oils? So,
yeah. And I think this is going to be really helpful for, maybe you already know, a lot of you may already know what essential oils are, but I think this could maybe help you teach people maybe that are interested and help you describe it to them in a simple way. Maybe you are watching and you're interested in oils and you're fascinated by everything that we've told you they can do for us, but you're like, I still want to know, like, where do they come from and how did people find out that they could help us? So we're just going to try to go over that.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any, like always, if you have anything that you're really wanting to see or see broken down or get clarity on, just let us know. We would love to hear your suggestions.
Yeah. Maybe there was an essential oil that was recommended to you and you're like, what could this one do for me? We would love to break that down for you. So give us a shout out. As always on here, or I am on Facebook and Instagram, and we will put that in the notes as well.
All important links will be in the info
down below.
Yes.
All right. Well, you all have a great Monday, and we will see you on Thursday.
All right. See you in the next one.